All right. Thanks, and welcome to another episode of the Deal Hound Club. And I just want to go over some of the ones in the past that have already sold. I'm surprised this one's still here. Surprised this one's still here. A little Nissan sold. Impala SS sold. That was a no-brainer. That Cummins was going to sell quick. The T100 sold, of course. I'm surprised that the Nissan hasn't. Of course, that one sold. I knew that was a good deal. GTX matching numbered 440. That one sold. That one sold. Okay, so I think we're onto ours, the new ones. Anyway, so I wanted to kind of go over this, guys. I waited a week, and I thought maybe I'll just do this once a week because I was doing it every day, and honestly, I was starting to see the same cars, and I think every day is too often, and now I'm starting to think once a week is too slow because I lost probably 15 deals that had sold. You know, they all sell within pretty quick, so I'm not sure what to do here, guys. I don't know if you just rather have fewer cars and have me do this every day, even if it's only one or two cars that are out there, so that you can get the good deals, or if you'd rather just see it once a week and just kind of go over what's been, what the market's like and what's sold and what's still maybe be available. I'm not sure. Anyway, just post if you guys want to know, or if you give me your input on what you like, and we'll just kind of go from there. In the meantime, we'll just run the next episode and see how it goes here, guys. So the first one is this bubble top. The bubble top Oldsmobiles are not near as popular as the Chevys and the Pontiacs, but it is still a bubble top, and this is way too cheap for a bubble top. $5,000 for a complete one. And it's in pretty good shape, it looks like to me. A few real rust spots, but not bad at all. And it is complete. So $5,000 for a bubble top is pretty cheap. I think that was a good deal, and I think that's a good buy. The next one, so this one sold like within hours of me saving it. Like I said, I saved it this week. But I just wanted to, I'll just go over a couple of these, but I won't spend a lot of time on these. Obviously, these are good. This was a smoking deal. This was a 5-speed one. This Honda Element 5-speed. There's a huge following behind these Honda Elements. A lot of people turning these into miniature RVs and stuff like that. This one had a lot of miles, I believe, 274, but it still ran decent, and it still looks good. Really good interior. This was a good deal. Let's see, what do we have here? Darn, Raptor sold too. Yeah, this was a good deal. 17,000, only had 160,000 miles. It's still kind of high miles, but these things are pretty tough. That 6.2 is a pretty tough engine, and the transmissions on these are pretty tough as well. If you want one, though, I believe, no, let's see, that one's gone. This one, I think this one's still available. Yeah, so this is a crew cab. With a 2014, so it's going to have the 6.2 in it. I wish you had more pictures so you can see if the interior is as clean as the outside, but if the interior is as good as the outside, this is a pretty good deal. I'm not saying you're going to make a lot of money on this, but I believe there's probably, $1,500 to $2,000 room. So, I mean, if you want to buy something and drive it for a couple of months and then sell it, make a couple of grand, this would be a good one to do. Let's see here. What is this one here? This one sold pretty quick too. Timing chain tensioner, that should have been a no-brainer. It was an easy fix. Cab corners on this are going to be rusted out because it is in Nebraska. But if you're close to Nebraska, $1,000 for a Ford Ranger was a cheap steal. That one was a no-brainer and an easy one. I think some of them spent a bunch of time on ones that are already sold. This is another one that already sold, dead gum. This one Yeah, the 6 liter was bad, but this one would have been perfect for a Cummins swap if somebody's interested in doing a Cummins swap. Because it was a King Ranch, so it has a King Ranch interior. Honestly, you can get $1,500 for just a King Ranch interior. Sorry, I'm not sure why I'm so tired. But anyway, yeah, this was a good flip. This one would have been a good deal, even if you just wanted to sell out, part it out. But for me, I would have bought this and done a Cummins swap in it myself. $1,500 about as cheap as you're going to get on those. Let's see here. Oh, this is a good deal. This one's still available too, guys. This one's a good deal. All right. In my opinion, this is one of the toughest trucks ever built. You got your 12-valve Cummins. You got a Dana 60 front. These came with Dana 60 fronts, and they came with NP205 transfer cases. This one does have a bad bedside, but it is only $6,000, guys. That's a good deal, in my opinion. Like I said, the bed's a little bit on the rough side on the other side, this side here, which he didn't take a very good picture of, but it's still a good deal for $6,000. Here's the cons. Here's some of the problems. Transmission leaks. It needs alignment. Lights need wiring. Power steering leaks. Small oil leaks. I mean, that's pretty standard on these. So I don't think any of those are really a major con. Yeah, I think that's a good deal. And there's plenty of money to be made on that one. Yeah, I would jump on that. Okay. So... here, okay. Oh, so this one's interesting. I don't know if there's a lot of money to be made on this one, but I thought it would be a fun project. Somebody's already cut this down. If they did a good job on the cut down and made it a short bed, it's just missing the bed. So if you bought the bed, 454 4-speed, I believe, NP205, and turn this into a short bed, if you spend the right amount of time on the truck and did it right, you can get up into the 10, 12 grand on this thing if it was done correctly and done cleanly. Pretty easy. You can go all the way to 15 grand if you really spiffed it out. But that's up to you how far you want to go with it. But that was an okay deal. It wasn't a home run or anything, but it'd be a fun project. This one was a good deal. Before I started, this one wasn't even pending, so this one's going to go pretty quick. That's a no-brainer. Manual transmission, TDI, glow plug module, or so he claims. Again, take all that with a grain of salt. Got to do your own research on that. But even with just glow plug module and a 5-speed manual transmission on these, this TDI is worth way more than $850. You could easily get 35. I don't know about 35. Maybe 25 to $3,000, pretty easy. 25 for sure, for a running TDI. So yeah, that was a good deal. Where am I? Starting to lose track here. Okay, so this one here is this was an F350. It does have a 7.3 in it. The only downfall on this one, in my opinion, for me, is it's an automatic. I wish it was a 5-speed. But there's a lot of people that love the automatic. So, man, look at that body. The body is super straight, super clean on this one. That's what you're buying on this one. You're buying a super clean body, and you need to figure out what's wrong with this thing and put it back together. The good thing on these 7.3s is they run forever. I mean, whatever's wrong with it ain't going to be that hard to figure out and ain't going to be that hard to fix. There's just not much wrong with these. I just hate when they dismantle them before you get them, because then you end up with a bucket of bolts and trying to figure out how to put it together. I hate that. But for $3,500, I think it's got some room there. You can probably sell this for $6,500 running and driving. So it isn't going to cost you $3,000 to put this thing back together. $500 at the most. There's not much that go wrong with these. All right. Next, let's see what do we got here. Yeah. So this one was interesting, and the reason I saved it, well, I'm a little confused. An 80, this isn't an 87. It's got to be an 86 or newer because of the headlights. 87, yeah, 87 and 88 had the smooth headlights, and so, but this is a turbo coupe, 5-speed. Um, it cranks but doesn't crank but no start is his claim on it, and but these have a good following on them, and I think it's a little bit on the cheap side. I don't think it would take much to fix it up. Honestly, I kind of saved this one just for me to look at later. Not really, didn't save it for the group, but I'll throw it on here if somebody's interested in it because I'm probably not going to buy it. I just like looking at these. I used to be a huge fan of these. I used to race these, the 2.3s, the SVOs, all the time, the Mustang version, and back when I was younger. So I kind of have a soft spot for these 2.3 turbos when I find them. But, you know, the 88s and 87s are going for well over $5,000 running and driving that are this clean. So, yeah, there's definitely some room on this one if you're interested. Let's see. Okay, so this is a good deal. This one I just spotted yesterday. 154,000 miles is pretty cheap, or pretty low mileage on these. A lot of these are 350,000 miles. I'm seeing them for this price for 4,500. So this is a good deal in my opinion. And if I remember right, the interior was pretty clean, or maybe no. Sorry, I look at so many of these. I don't remember which ones. But this is leather. It is leather. It is loaded. It is a Lexus GX 470. This is basically the Prado of the rest of the world, the Toyota Prado. And they are very sought after. They've got a strong following. Easily make $2,000 on this thing, on that one. So, yeah, that one in my opinion is a no-brainer. Let's see if this one's still available. Yeah, this one's still available. I think this is too cheap, $5,500. He said that it needs injectors. So that's a gamble, obviously. If you know what you're doing, you can go out there and check it out, and you'll be able to determine if it needs injectors or not. If you have no clue what you're doing with these diesels, don't even look at this one. But if you know diesels and you know what, know how to diagnose problems with these, this is a good deal. You'll know as well as I do that it's less than a couple grand, even if you paid somebody to put the injectors in. And yeah, this is a $10,000 truck. So yeah, that's a good deal. And it was low mileage too. That's right. Yeah, it was only 158,000 miles. So yeah, I think there's plenty of room on this truck to flip and make some money on it. And then last but not least is this one here. Just so you guys are aware, I think I've said it on this podcast before. Not a major, huge fan of these Fox bodies, but they've built up quite a following on them. So if you want, this is a good, clean roller coupe. These are fun to do. So this one, he built it. It's got a K member set up for LS if you wanted to do the LS swap. So that's good if you wanted to just do an LS swap in this thing, and this thing will fly. But I personally don't like putting LSs in it. So honestly, me personally, I'd probably go back and put like a turbo 2.3 back in it and a 5-speed just to throw people off. But this would be a good 302 conversion, V8 conversion, just to play with. But you're definitely not going to go wrong at $1,500. These are way sought after and bring more than that. So I don't think you'll be hurt on that one at all, picking it up for $1,500 or talking down to $1,200, And but as far as all of these and the pick, oh man, I'm kind of torn. I really like this Cummins one here. Actually, these two together would have been a nice. Well, no, that's too much for a parts truck. Let me think here. I don't know. For a quick flip, it would be this one here, the GX I know I could probably sell that for $6,500 tomorrow and not do a thing to it. Maybe clean it and detail it or something, but that's it. And get $6,500 for that. So I think for me, the quick money would be the GX, the GX 470. All right, guys. Hopefully that helps you. Again, if you guys are searching for something and would like me to add it to my search and find it for you guys, let me know. I'm always on the hunt for good deals. I've made millions of dollars flipping cars and flipping things on Marketplace and Craigslist back in the day and all that stuff. So I know I really know my way around flipping these cars and buying them at the right price. If you guys are interested in wanting me to do this more often, rather me do this daily, rather, I don't know, 2-3 times a week maybe, or stick to this once a week thing. I'm not sure. Just let me know. I will be on vacation next week, so even if I was going to do them, they're not going to be every day, and it'll be a little bit sporadic next week just because I'm going to visit some family, so I will be dealing with that. So anyway, hopefully you guys like this. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll go from there. You guys take care. Have a good week.